I love the looks of you, the lure of you, the sweet of you, the pure of you,
I went to Dr. Sawyer basically from recommendations from friends, and I liked the idea of going to a female dermatologist. And once I went, I was totally sold on Sarah.
I met Dr. Sawyer. I was going to a different dermatologist, and I had a spot that needed to be lasered, and so she sent me to Dr. Sawyer because she had the most lasers of anyone in the state of Alabama, and fell in love with her and stayed with her ever since. She's brilliant at what she does. I have recommended lots of friends to go to her, and no one has ever been disappointed.
She listens to what you want, and then she makes suggestions, and based on her suggestions I would ask questions, and then we would map out a plan. So I really feel completely comfortable with her, feel comfortable with whatever she recommends, and have been very, very satisfied with all of her recommendations and the final results.
I've been working in the cosmetic field for the last year, and so I have worked with Dr. Sawyer through that, and the more I have gotten to know her, first of all, she has the most pleasant, bubbly demeanor you've ever been around, so she's just really magnetic from that perspective. But the more I got to know her, and I realized what a great understanding she has of cosmetic dermatology, and even more than that, she has just an amazing eye. You know, I feel like she really has this ability to look at a face and kind of know what it needs. And so the more I got to know her and sort of realized her ability in that area, I couldn't resist. I had to come in and be one of her patients.
One of the best things that I most appreciate from Dr. Sawyer's office is the fact that she is very efficient. I work full-time, so if I'm in her office, I'm normally there on a lunch hour or a break or between calls and between appointments. So if my appointment is at 10 a.m., I like to think that I'm going to get to see her around then, and every time I've been in there, I just can't tell you enough how much I appreciate the fact that her staff, the entire office, is run with such efficiency, and they're very professional. And I never have to worry about being in there longer than I should.
She does a really good job, so it helps make you feel more at ease and having, biopsies taken off to know that she's got a touch, especially being a woman, to keep that skin looking pretty.
I went in this past December, and I said, Dr. Sawyer, I said, my face needs filling. I said, what would you suggest? I said, what about collagen? I said, but I don't want to look like my face is going to explode. She said, I really recommend Sculptra. And it's gradual, it builds up over time, and it increases the collagen in your face.
My mother came in purely for cosmetic purposes, but while she was there, Dr. Sawyer was looking at her from a medical perspective too, and actually saw a spot on her face that needed to be biopsied, and she was able to do that and stitch it up in a way that no one would ever know that she'd had something biopsied on her face. And it was really just a great overall care that was given. So she took care of the cosmetic needs that she came in for, but then also took care of the medical needs that were there. And it's reasons like that that I would feel so confident about telling any of my friends or family, it's worth the plane ticket. If you have to fly in to see her, it's worth the drive, it's worth whatever you have to do, because she really cares about her patients and takes care of anything she sees that needs taken care of.
About 6 months prior to my meeting Dr. Sawyer, I'd had an emergency surgery, GI surgery, and in the recovery period had lost a significant amount of weight. In the process of gaining that weight back, there were a lot of areas in my face that the weight just didn't come back, and the good weight, the weight in your face that makes you look young. And so I was left being very drawn looking and tired and gaunt. In fact, when I was shown, after I had a couple of series of the Sculptra, I was shown a picture of me the day that I went in for my consult, and I could hardly believe that it was me. And I've since attended some meetings and shown that picture to other women, and they can't believe it's me either, because it's just it was such a subtle change, but it's such a drastic improvement.
For I